Hi, my name is Shoma Jurgensen, and I want to show you today how to compare and contrast two ideas. In order to do this, I'm going to use two economic theorists, but you could compare facetiously apples and oranges, or two humanist theorists, or two articles. There's really two characters in a novel. There's really a wide range of uses. I will make note that this is just the very first stage of a paper where you compare and contrast. Consider this your outline, and from this you would then organize and write your essay. So let's talk about the first thing in compare and contrast, and that's understanding the objective. So in this case, I'm going to use economic theorists. So I'm going to say that each theorist is trying, if I could type properly, to describe how the economy works. All right, so now I kind of understand overall what is the theme of my compare and contrast and my paper going to be. Now, what you see here is what I call, and many call in education, a double bubble map. And what it will do is help you compare two ideas, okay? So in my first idea bubble, and you can do this right on paper. You don't have to do this in a computer. I happen to have it in a Word document because I use it often in my courses and in my consulting. So in this first, I'm going to put Adam Smith and the invisible hand. Okay. Now, hand didn't show up, but you understand the concept here. What I want to do then is make sure that I am very well versed on what Adam Smith's invisible hand theory is all about. Okay, so this does not come without study. Now, my second idea, or my second theorist that I would like to compare, is Keynes, John Maynard Keynes, and this is the theorist that developed Keynesian economics, and I am going to put his name in the second spot. Now, he doesn't have a fancy positioning statement like invisible hand, all right, but I'm going to put his name here because that's my second theorist. Now, in each of my bubbles, all right, I'm going to put similarities between Adam Smith and John Maynard Keynes' theories. Okay, so this is the first idea or concept that they share, and then you'll see I will have a second concept that they share, and sometimes you may have to stretch yourself, but that's what the double bubble map is for. Third concept or idea they share. All right, I apologize, I'm going to turn off my email there. All right, now you'll notice there are bubbles on alternate sides of each of these theorists as well. So in this first bubble, I'm going to put how Smith differs from Keynes. I'm going to put a second idea of how Smith differs, and I'm going to put a third idea of how Smith differs. Okay? And then I'm going to look, you notice I'm not just saying this is how they're the same and this is how they're different. I'm picking out very specific things that are unique to Adam Smith's theory and that they're similars in the middle. And now I want to choose things that are very specific to Keynesian theory. Okay, first difference. Now this isn't just the opposite of Adam Smith's, but things that are unique to this theory. Second difference. And finally, the third difference. Now, there's one last thing that I would suggest that you add to your outline, and I'm going to do it in a text box here. And that is just kind of a summary for yourself, all right? A summary that gives you an idea of how you might conclude your paper. So, in 1 to 2 sentences, what are the major ways these two theorists describe two major ways these two theorists differ in how they describe the economy? So if you remember, we'll go up to our objective statement at the top, how these two describe the economy and how they are similar, I typed wrong too, in their economic descriptions. All right, so now I'm set up for a conclusion in my paper. So essentially, what you'll find is, as you are writing your paper, you can base your thesis on the fact that you're going to talk about how the two theorists are similar, how Smith is different, how Keynes is different, and then you will summarize. So you might have one paragraph that describes their similarities, one on how one theorist is majorly different, and the third paragraph on how Keynes is different, and then summarize it in a paragraph as a conclusion. Now, please don't forget that essays do include an introduction and then your body and your conclusion. Keep track of all your sources so you can cite them. Have a great time with your paper.